Okay, there's 3 minutes to go now. What I'm going to do, this trade's 17, 18 pips in profit. I am going to close half of it, and I am going to move the stop on the balance as near to entry as possible. And as a result of which, if it comes back and takes me out, as long as it doesn't leap over the stop, then what I've banked should be more than enough to cover any potential loss. So my thinking is this is a free bet in a casino. Similarly with the dollar yen. The dollar yen now is approximately 30 pips in profit. So I'm going to do the same procedure again. I am going to close half. So again, once again, I've only got a 10 pip stop on this. So what I've banked will more than cover this if it loses. Again, I now have a free bet in a casino, and if this goes on a big run up, then this could be a decent trade. First area I would expect it to struggle is here. If it's particularly good US news, then we could be on for a major run up all the way to my target, although it seems unlikely. So now just going to watch the Euro USD on a 1 minute chart or a 15-minute chart to see what's going on. As traders start to position themselves and the market makers start to play games and start to widen spreads, etc. I'm going to pause the video now, and then I'll just turn it on just as the news is due out. And the news is out, and the euro is tanking against the US dollar, which hopefully my dollar yen is still in. So the dollar yen is now in and is making a significant move higher. The first place I was expecting it to struggle is here, the 55. Let's see if it's going to keep going straight through. In the meantime, let's check the news, what was actually released. Canadian employment news better than expected, and the unemployment rate fell as well, so that should be good for the Canadian dollar. The average hourly earnings in the US is up, which means if people are earning more money, then they're more likely to spend money, and therefore that's good for GDP. And non-farm again surprises yet again to the upside, as well as the unemployment rate fell. So a lot of what the Fed were talking about on Wednesday was going to be very significant with this news, and as a result of which, this is why we are seeing the activity that we are. So now I am going to move the stop to entry plus a little bit on this dollar yen balance here. So I'm going to go in just below the trend line and the 200 EMA. So if it comes back down again, I will have banked some profits, not problems hopefully. And again, with the Aussie dollar, I am going to just move that just in front of my stop, my entry rather. So that is there, and let's see what the euro's still doing. The euro is pulling back again. So now we're going to have a period of decision making, whether people believe that this is really good for the US or not, or whether this is typical NFP where it could quite easily shoot back up again before then resuming a down move here on the Euro USD. Okay, I'm going to pause it here and we'll have a look in a little while, see what happens next. So this is a couple of hours later. The euro did drop, so from NFP altogether it was 40 odd pips. It is currently rebounding a little. If we go to the daily, the area where it is rebounding was my target for the long, because you can see here was double top, and here there was previous major support and resistance. The Aussie CAD has done 74 pips when the average is around 70. It had moved down a little bit further, is now consolidating. I'm going to leave this to run, and I'm going to hope that it's at least 50 pips in profit by the weekend, because I don't like leaving trades open over the weekend with a small gap to the stop. Now, this is the dollar yen. I said when it set off, this is a 4 hour, I anticipated it would struggle at the 55 EMA, and that is where it has stopped at the moment. It has done today 138 pips, and the average is 130, so it's quite possibly exhausted itself for the day. This one I really do want to stay in if at all possible, because if we go down to the daily, you can see there's a lot of fresh air up here, and this triangle pattern suggests that this could be a 2,500 pip move. So we obviously want to try to stay in this as much as possible and look to add to it for the week ahead. Okay, so that was managing trades through NFP and really through any major red flag news. I hope that helps. Catch you later. So what happened next? Well, the dollar yen, as I anticipated and for the reasons I explained on Friday, did stop at the average range. So I did 120 odd pips and the 55 EMA. So I left the balance of this trade running with a 95 pip profit at the moment. So there's plenty of space there in case there was an extraordinary event to go against me over the weekend. And I'm hoping now we could be on for a 300, possibly more pips move. And then the other one, the Aussie CAD, also has worked in my favour. So the Aussie CAD is 55 pips in profit. I've left the stop at the entry as well as. So in this video, I showed you how I had planned in advance, how I took some profits, how I moved the stops, and how I then decided to leave the trades open over the weekend because we had enough profit locked in to give us some breathing space in case things got taken out. If you're watching this on YouTube, I hope you enjoyed the video, and please subscribe to our channel and click the like button as well for more tips and tricks. Catch you later.